Hello everyone, this is Vishal from Maharashtra. So I'm living in Bombay, Mumbai city, and working in IIT Bombay. So I'm making this video is when I just graduated from a government engineering college from Pune and got the internship in AIC IIT Delhi, which is an incubation center. When that time my friend used to call me and they were asking, Vishal, what you do actually? I said I am working in incubation center. But what is the incubation center? So very obvious question from their side. So and I'm also unable sometimes to explain them what is an incubation center, because sometimes we also aware of what is incubation center in medical terms. When any delivery, premature delivery or happens, generally keep that baby into incubation center. The incubation center, which is a place where all the necessary environment creates and which is helps to develop the body parts of that baby which was not at the time of delivery. So that's why we keep baby into that incubation center for a certain period of time. After that, baby take out of it and that baby is absolutely normal as normal baby. So but this is for the medical terms. But startup context or technology business incubator context, if I'm trying to explain you what is it, the incubation technology business incubator is the entity or is the place where the idea get incubated. When you have any idea, then we can reach out to incubation center, get office spaces, get the lab infrastructure and whatnot. Mentorship is also one of the key aspect of incubation center which they provide. And apart from that, every idea backed by funding opportunities. The funding opportunity is one of the key insight that incubation center provide to their incubatees. Some of the government schemes also for startups which run through incubation centers. In incubation centers particularly, we develop such a kind of environment where startup get incubated over there, get mentorship, get the funding opportunities, get the policies awareness and whatnot. So this is a very big infrastructure right now. If I'm talking in Indian context, right now we have deep tech business incubators across the countries. So India's number one deep tech incubation center is IIT Madras incubation center. That incubation center comes first priority. Then we have IIT Bombay's incubation center, IIT Delhi's incubation center. So these are the Indian institutes of technology, and they develop their own incubation center to help students, not only IIT Bombay student or IIT student, but all over the students who they wants to start their business, who wants to work on the deep technology areas. So they get incubated over there, they get the funding, they get the networking, and that's how the incubation ecosystem elaborates more opportunities for those who are aspiring entrepreneurs. So entrepreneurs is very buzzwords. Some of them just making the platforms and they are self-declare that a startup. But is that startup if you are solving grassroots problems? Until unless you are not a startup, because startup needs technology, startup needs funding, startup needs mentorship, startup needs everything that need to be done. And that's how the startup ecosystem grows in our country. Okay, so I'll give a little bit introduction of myself. Like I come from very rural background, a very small village in Maharashtra in Solapur district, and I did my 11th 12th standard in PCMB group. And fortunately, when I was studying in 12th standard, that time it was a dream to get into IIT, but eventually that time COVID came and at home only. So unfortunately, I have not cleared that JEE mains. Even my mind was always there, that is, I have to go into IITs and to meet people and to meet students. Because why IITs are different than the other engineering colleges and other colleges also? Why IIT makes them IITs? So whether it's students, whether it's professors, they are very intelligent and they are the prominent research and development institute. If anything's happen in our country, anything, if for conducting any government exam, they are reaching out to the IITs for the platform development, for the technical support. So that's the power of IITs. I had been into IIT Delhi, right now working in IIT Bombay. So it's been great experience for me, learning more things, meeting with the new people, creating networks, and that will eventually help to the start motive of this video to get connect with you. If you are building something or you are aspiring to be a entrepreneur, then let's connect. It's a very long journey, right? So it takes patience, it takes many more aspects to refine their product and make it more comprehensive. So people, if you are building something, is that people want to pay for it or not? So that is the most important question that anybody can ask themselves if they are solving some problems from the society. And that in startup ecosystem, government plays an important role here, because government pushes has to be there, because if startup ecosystem wants to grow it, then government backing must be there. So right now they have launched RDI, that's a research development investment. So 1 lakh crore fund they are infusing into startups. Those are working into deep tech areas, whether they are working in space, whether they are working in automobile, whether they are working in space tech, defense, or many more sectors. If they are working in if they are working into deep tech areas, they can avail the funding from various AIFs. I attracted SINE IIT Bombay to me. The first reason, recently they have launched Y Point, which is institute backed venture capital. So they have created the whole loop. They have completed the loop. When startup come for the incubation, they get incubated here. They get the TRL levels. After certain TRL levels, they want to go into market. For the marketalization and commercialization, they need funding. So Y Point is there to fuel up the startup, providing the funding. So it's a whole loop is completed. So that's why the ecosystem is very robust, the ecosystem is very grounded, the ecosystem is very basic, that anybody that know any IITs have the own their venture capital. Total funding of 250 crore have to infuse into startups and help the startup to get. SINE IIT Bombay is also working very closely with the government. The Department of Science and Technology, SINE IIT Bombay is PME, that is Program Management Unit. Good marks in CET examination, which is required for the getting admission into engineering colleges. So eventually I got the Government College of Engineering, Pune. So I entered into that college. I spent 4 years over there and learning new ideas. At the time of COVID, we were into online for first year and second year, but after that we rejoined the college and also joined the technical club in my college, which was a key turning point in my career. So basically that technical club is a robotic research lab. I'm keen interested into robotics and automation and whatnot. So we got all India rank in second in AB Robocon 2022. That was the turning point of my career. Then I decided to work in MNCs or something, but eventually when I was in last year, 7th semester, that time it was going on, and eventually I got the opportunity to work in AIC IIT Delhi. That internship opportunity I took, and I went to IIT Delhi to have that exposure. So that's how I did the internship. When I joined AIC IIT Delhi for the internship, that time I was not aware fully what is startup ecosystem and how it works. I started there as a makerspace in charge, where I can handle the labs and supporting startup to develop their product and prototypes. After surpassing 6 months, they promoted me as a full-time as a lead tech officer. So where I handled Startup India Incubator, which is a government scheme, and supported mini startups through it. So we will talk about it later, about what is Startup India Seed Fund and what are the other programs which startup can avail at what TRL stage and everything. So we'll talk later, but I'll give you little comprehensive view of what was my background and where I am working right now. So That's all about the introductory video of today's. So after spending 3 years in AIC IIT Delhi, then I came back into Maharashtra and joined SINE IIT Bombay, which is big name in startup ecosystem. The SINE IIT Bombay Technology Business Incubator works more on healthcare technologies, cyber securities, manufacturing, robotics, and many more. Only deep tech areas they are working on. Good startups are there, and they are eventually very growth stage. They are raising the funds and they have established their roots in. If I'm going to talk about the Indian context, this is the right time to start startup. So why this is the right time? Because government also pushing aggressively working on the startup ecosystem, because eventually that boosts the economy of our country, and startup ecosystem fuels the economy. The dependency is one of the factor. Atmanirbharta is one of the factor that we are chasing for. Make in India, made in India is also one of the key initiative taken by the government to develop many more things which other products and facilities from the other countries. Right now the situation is very different, as I am recording this video on 6th June, and global landscape is very different. The war situation happening, and the dependency chains breaks down. So that's why we to create something for our nation. Many times we heard the slogan, don't become a job seeker, become job creator. And this is the right time to become a job creator. If you are able to find the right problem for the society and you are solving that particular problem, and the people are willing to pay for it, then this is the right way to deep dive into it. You can go deep dive into it, solve the problem, and make it happen, make it easier for the common people's life. I have seen the startup's life very closely. The startup founder and their team, they are rigorously working on the technology they are developing, they are working on. And that's how the big impact is to be created. It's to be created in terms of not only developing the technology, but the business aspect also. If the technology is developed, then it has to be there, that it has to be safe into the market and get and the margin has to be there. So that's how the startup ecosystem works. If you are referring the DPIIT website, then you can understand how many startups are registered. But we are not able to fetch the data how many startups are still active, still working on, and how many startups are already shut down. The numbers are very shocking. This ecosystem has to go long way in terms of fueling the ecosystem, supporting the ecosystem in terms of regulatory flexibility, in terms of creating the same infrastructure that needs to be done, and more about the right way to be thrive on. Some of the startups get shut down just because they don't have the funding to run that company. They don't have a runway. Some of the startups fail due to some regulatory complications. Some of the startups shut down because they don't have right way to deep dive into it, and that's where the incubation centers come into picture. They are showing the right way. They are giving the right opportunity to the startups. Those are working on the particular sectors. So the incubation centers give you much more advantages in terms of not monetary support, but in terms of subsidized rate for office spaces, lab facilities, funding opportunities, mentorship, and many more.